What if everything you've been told about keeping your mind sharp as you get older is only half the story? We're constantly bombarded with advice. Do crosswords, play Sudoku, download brain training apps. And sure, those can offer a tiny mental jog, a bit like practicing a single scale on a grand piano. But your brain is meant to play a full, vibrant symphony, not just a few solitary notes. What if the real secret to unlocking a sharper memory, a laser-like focus, and a mind that feels truly alive and resilient wasn't found in a screen or a puzzle book, but in something you've owned your entire life? A groundbreaking 2023 University of Illinois study tracking thousands of adults over a decade revealed something profound. Regular, mindful movement, even gentle activity, can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by a staggering 30–50% more than solely engaging in mental puzzles. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about actively rebuilding your brain, cell by cell. I'm going to share 5 incredibly simple, high-leverage ways your body can rewire your brain, starting right now, without any fancy equipment or a gym membership. Stick with me until the very end, because the single most powerful secret, the one that multiplies all the others, is something surprisingly joyful that you might already be doing. It's the key to not just slowing decline, but truly fostering a thriving, vibrant mind that stays with you, strong and clear for decades to come. Picture this. One path leads to a mind that feels foggy, a memory that falters, and a shrinking world of quiet frustration. The other? A mind that remembers names, easily navigates complex conversations, and embraces new experiences with confidence and clarity. The choice and the tools are yours. The hidden power of every step. Before we dive into specific actions, let's understand the profound biological magic happening every time you move, even subtly. It's not magic, it's intricate, beautiful biology. Think of your brain not as a static library, but as a bustling city. When you sit still for too long, the roads get quiet, the lights dim, and the city slows. But the moment you start moving, even gently, everything springs to life. Your heart begins to hum a little faster, sending a richer, life-giving surge of oxygen-packed blood directly to the intricate canyons and pathways of your brain. It's like turning on all the lights in a dimly lit room, instantly clarifying every detail. This increased flow doesn't just deliver vital fuel, it actively washes away cellular debris, waste products that can accumulate and cloud your thinking, leaving you feeling sluggish or forgetful. Think of it as a daily deep clean for your brain's delicate machinery. But here's where it gets truly astonishing. Movement triggers the release of a remarkable protein called BDNF. Don't worry about the complicated name, just think of it as your brain's own super fertilizer. This isn't a metaphor. BDNF physically helps your brain grow brand new connections between brain cells, a process known as neuroplasticity. A study published in the journal Cell Metabolic highlighted how even short bursts of physical activity dramatically boost BDNF levels. It's like a master gardener for your mind, helping new pathways sprout and strengthening the ones you already rely on for memory and thought. So, when you learn a simple new movement, you're not just using your brain, you are actively, physically rebuilding and upgrading its fundamental architecture, making it easier and faster to access memories, solve problems, and adapt to new situations. Without this constant renewal, those old roads can become overgrown and harder to travel, leading to that frustrating feeling of things slipping. This translates directly to your ability to remember where you put your keys or to recall a story with vivid detail during a family gathering. Try. Stand up from the chair you're in. Now, very slowly, sit back down, aiming to do it without pushing off with your hands. Feel that brief moment of intense focus? That was your brain, in real time, calculating the precise strength, balance, and speed needed. That was a vital conversation between your body and your mind, actively strengthening those brain circuits. We're just getting started. The best is yet to come, so stay with me. Secret number 5, the mindful walk, your brain's GPS system. Walking is often seen as just a way to get from one place to another. Most of the time, our feet are on autopilot, and our minds are a million miles away, worrying about the grocery list or what's on TV. That's fine for your muscles, but we can transform it into one of the most powerful brain workouts available. The secret lies in varying your walk, consciously taking control rather than letting your body drift. When you deliberately decide, okay, now I'm going to speed up, or now I'm going to take slower, longer strides, you engage the most advanced part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex. Think of this as your brain's CEO, the command center responsible for planning, decision-making, and adapting to new situations. The CEO doesn't get involved in routine, automatic tasks. But the moment you change things up, even slightly, the CEO has to step in, make a conscious decision, and send out new, precise orders to your legs, your core, and your balance system. You are no longer just a passenger on your walk. You are the active pilot, flying the plane and navigating the terrain. This simple shift from passive to active walking instantly requires focus, planning, and execution, turning a physical exercise into a potent mental one. A recent study from the University of Kansas found that those who regularly varied their walking speed showed significant improvements in executive function, things like problem solving and task management, which are crucial for managing daily life, like planning complex errands or handling unexpected changes in your schedule. The counting walk method. So, how do we put this into practice, turning a simple stroll into a powerful brain-boosting session? It's easy, and you can do it anywhere, whether you're in a park, a busy grocery store, or even just a hallway in your house. Let's try the counting walk. Next time you are out for a walk, start at your normal, comfortable pace, the speed you could easily maintain while having a relaxed chat with a friend. Just count out 30 steps in your head. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 30. This initial counting primes your brain for mindful engagement. Then, for the next 15 steps, consciously change your speed. Make your steps a little quicker, a little more brisk. You're not trying to sprint or exhaust yourself. Just imagine you're trying to cross the street before the light changes. Count those 15 faster steps. Feel the subtle shift in your muscles, the slight increase in your breath. This deliberate change forces your brain's CEO to quickly adjust and coordinate new motor commands. After the 15th step, immediately go back to your normal, comfortable pace for another 30 steps. Let your body settle back into its familiar rhythm, giving your brain a moment to consolidate the new learning. Then, for the next 15 steps, try walking deliberately slower. Take longer, more thoughtful strides, perhaps even noticing the sensation of each footfall. This controlled deceleration is just as challenging for your brain as speeding up, requiring different muscle activations and proprioceptive feedback. You can repeat this cycle, normal, faster, normal, slower, a few times during your walk. This simple act of counting, planning, and shifting gears turns your walk into a dynamic brain game. You are continuously planning your next move, executing the change, and monitoring your body's response, which provides a fantastic, multi-layered workout for your brain's executive functions. This practice helps sharpen your mental agility, making it easier to switch tasks quickly and efficiently throughout your day, like effortlessly transitioning from balancing your checkbook to planning a meal. Try. On your next short trip to get the mail, just notice your pace on the way there. On the way back, consciously decide to take 10 quicker steps. Did you feel your brain have to wake up and issue a direct command to make that happen? That's the feeling of your brain getting stronger. Secret number 4, the cross-body connection, building your brain's bridge. Let's think about your magnificent brain for a moment. It has 2 distinct halves, or hemispheres, a left and a right. These 2 halves are connected by a massive superhighway of nerve fibers right down the middle, called the corpus callosum. For your brain to work at its absolute best, for seamless memory recall, quick problem solving, and creative thinking, these 2 halves need to be in constant, fluid communication, sharing information and insights like 2 brilliant collaborators. However, in our daily lives, we often fall into patterns that only use one side at a time. We naturally write with our dominant hand, stir a pot with one arm, or reach for things without crossing our body's center. This is efficient, yes, but it doesn't actively encourage teamwork and integration between the two hemispheres. The brain gets used to its shortcuts. When you deliberately perform an action that crosses the imaginary center line of your body, what scientists call crossing the midline, you force that neural superhighway to get busy. You make the two halves of your brain sync up, share information in real time, and work together in a truly integrated way. Research from institutes like the University of Southern California has shown that cross-lateral movements significantly enhance communication across the corpus callosum. Think of it like getting two skilled but sometimes independent workers to finally collaborate closely on a complex project. The result is always better, more robust, and more creative than what either could achieve alone. This simple act of crossing your midline breaks you out of those deep-rooted automatic patterns. Your brain can't use its usual shortcuts. It has to wake up, pay full attention, and forge a new, more integrated response. That is the very essence of building mental resilience, adaptability, and cognitive flexibility, the ability to pivot and think on your feet, whether you're learning a new skill or adjusting to an unexpected situation. This translates into practical benefits like better coordination for tasks such as buttoning a shirt, or the mental agility to follow multiple conversations at once. The seated shoulder knee tap. Here's a fantastic, low-impact way to practice that cross-body connection, and you can do it right from the comfort of your favorite chair. Sit up straight but relaxed, ensuring your back is well supported and your feet are flat on the floor. Let your hands rest comfortably on your thighs. Take a gentle breath and just prepare your mind to focus. Okay, let's go slow and mindfully. Take your right hand and lift it up, reaching purposefully across your body, and gently tap your left shoulder. Feel the stretch. Notice how your core muscles subtly engage to keep you stable. Then bring it right back down to your lap, returning to your starting position. Now mirror that on the other side. Your left hand comes up and across to gently tap your right shoulder. Feel that deliberate movement, the engagement across your torso. Then bring it back down. Now for the lower body. Take your right hand again, and this time bring it down across your body to tap the top of your left knee. You might feel a gentle twist in your torso. And back to your lap. Finally, your left hand comes down across to the top of your right knee. And back. Now find a gentle flowing rhythm. Right shoulder, right knee, left knee. If this feels a little clumsy, awkward, or even a bit funny at first, I want you to smile. That feeling of slight clumsiness is actually the feeling of your brain learning, forging those new connections. It's a fantastic sign that you're doing something new and incredibly valuable for your mental agility. Don't rush it. Smooth, controlled, and steady is the goal. And as always, listen intently to your body. Stop immediately if anything causes pain. Here's something powerful to notice. Forget the sequence for a moment. Just do one single move. Right hand to left knee. Do it 3 times, focusing on the feeling. Notice how you have to engage your stomach muscles a little bit to control that crossbody motion. You're getting a little core work in too, which further enhances balance and stability, crucial for navigating your home with confidence. Secret number 3, the brain power of staying upright, your internal gyroscope. Let's talk about something we almost entirely take for granted: balance. Most of us think of it as a purely physical skill, something our legs and feet handle, or something only gymnasts need to worry about. In reality, balance is an almost entirely brain-driven task. It is one of the most complex, real-time computational feats your brain performs, constantly, every second of every day, often without you even noticing the incredible work it's doing. A report from the National Institute on Aging emphasizes that balance training is a direct way to improve cognitive function, not just physical stability. Right this second, as you're sitting or standing, your brain is acting like the world's busiest, most sophisticated air traffic controller. It's receiving and processing a flood of real-time data from 3 key sensory sources: First, it gets precise visual reports from your eyes, telling it exactly where you are in the room in relation to other objects, how light is falling, and if the floor is moving. Second, it receives crucial signals from the tiny, fluid-filled canals in your inner ear, your vestibular system, which acts like an incredibly sensitive carpenter's level, detecting every tilt, turn, and acceleration of your head. And third, it gets a constant, nuanced stream of information from the thousands of pressure-sensitive nerve endings in the soles of your feet, telling it about the texture of the floor beneath you, the precise distribution of your weight, and any subtle shifts in pressure. Your brain then has to process all of this potentially conflicting data, integrate it, make sense of it, and then send out thousands of incredibly precise commands to your muscles, from your toes to your core to your neck, all in a fraction of a second, just to keep you upright against gravity. When you try to balance on one foot and you feel all those little wobbles, shakes, and micro-adjustments, that's not failure or clumsiness. That is your brain working at its absolute peak, firing on all cylinders, making 1,000 tiny calculations and corrections per second. It is a world-class workout for your mind disguised as a simple wobble. Improving this fundamental skill gives you the freedom to confidently walk on uneven ground, like a grassy path, without fear of a stumble. The clock reach balance drill. Okay, let's put that incredible brain power to the test with a simple, effective drill. First, find a sturdy chair, a solid wall, or a countertop, something you can lightly hold on to for support. Your safety is paramount, so never push yourself beyond what feels stable. And remember, talk to a clinician if you have serious heart, balance, or joint issues before starting new exercises. Stand with your feet about hip-width apart. Take a moment to really feel the ground beneath you, sensing the texture and pressure. Distribute your weight evenly, finding your center. Take a nice, calm, deep breath. Now, gently shift your weight onto one foot, perhaps your right foot. Lift the other foot, your left foot in this case, just an inch or two off the floor. Don't worry about how high it is, simply unweighting it is enough to challenge your balance system. Imagine you are the very center of a giant clock face drawn on the floor around you. With your free hand, the left hand, matching your lifted foot, I want you to slowly, very slowly, reach forward as if you're trying to lightly touch the number 12 on that imaginary clock. Don't lunge or strain, just a controlled, deliberate reach. As you extend, feel the muscles in your standing leg, your right leg, and your core tighten and engage to keep you stable. This is your brain sending those rapid-fire commands. Then, just as slowly and with the same control, bring your hand back to your side, returning to your starting position. Take another calm breath. Now, let's try reaching directly out to the side for 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock if you're using your left hand. Again, move slowly and with precision. Feel how your brain has to recalibrate and send different instructions to maintain your equilibrium. Then bring it back. The goal here is deliberate, mindful movement, not speed, distance, or a big stretch. If you feel a little clumsy, a bit wobbly, or even frustrated, that's actually a fantastic sign. It means your brain is fully engaged, actively learning, and rewiring those neural pathways. It's building stronger connections for stability. This simple drill can significantly reduce your risk of falls, allowing you to move around your home, even in low light, with greater confidence. Remember to stop immediately if you feel any pain. A little experiment for you. Just try the 12 o'clock reach. Do it once. Hold on to your support, lift one foot, reach forward slowly, and come back. That single focused movement is a powerful signal to your brain, telling it to strengthen its balance control center. Secret number 2, your hands, your brain sculptors. We often think of our hands as tools for doing things, writing, cooking, gardening, but they are far more than that. Your hands are incredibly sophisticated extensions of your brain, packed with an astonishing number of nerve endings. The dexterity and precision of your hand movements are directly linked to complex brain functions, especially those involving fine motor control, spatial reasoning, and problem solving. A study from the University of London revealed a direct correlation between improved manual dexterity and enhanced cognitive flexibility in older adults. When you engage in deliberate, intricate hand movements, you're not just exercising your fingers, you're stimulating vast areas of your brain, particularly the motor cortex and sensory cortex, which are crucial for processing information and executing tasks. This stimulation enhances neural pathways, making your brain more efficient and adaptable. Think about how much you rely on your hands for everyday independence, opening jars, tying shoes, handling small objects. Keeping these connections sharp is essential for maintaining your autonomy. The finger-thumb tap sequence. Here's a simple, discrete exercise you can do anywhere, anytime to keep those vital brain-hand connections buzzing. You can do this while watching TV, waiting in line, or just sitting quietly. Rest your hands comfortably on your lap or on a table. Take a moment to feel your fingertips. Now, starting with one hand, gently tap your thumb to your index finger. Just a light, deliberate touch. Then, tap your thumb to your middle finger. Next, your thumb to your ring finger, and finally, your thumb to your pinky finger. That's one full sequence. Now, reverse it. Pinky to thumb, ring to thumb, middle to thumb, index to thumb. Repeat this sequence slowly, deliberately, a few times on one hand. Feel the subtle coordination required. Notice the focus needed to keep the movement smooth and precise. Once you've done it a few times with one hand, switch to the other hand and repeat the process. Now for the real challenge. Try doing it with both hands simultaneously, but in opposite directions. So, on your right hand, you might go thumb to index, middle, ring, pinky. While on your left hand, you go thumb to pinky, ring, middle, index. This cross-coordination demands immense focus and forces both hemispheres of your brain to work together in a highly synchronized way, strengthening that corpus callosum bridge even further. It's like a tiny, intricate dance for your brain, building dexterity and mental agility, helping you tasks like peeling vegetables or writing a letter with greater ease. Remember to keep the movements gentle and controlled. Stop if you feel any discomfort. For just 30 seconds, try the finger-thumb tap sequence on your dominant hand. Just focus on the smooth, deliberate connection of each finger to your thumb. That simple, focused action is a direct brain boost. Secret number 1, the social movement multiplier, joyful brain power. Here's our last secret, and it's a powerful multiplier for absolutely everything we've just discussed. Whenever you can, do these movements, especially walking, with another person. Moving your body is incredibly good for your brain. Engaging in social connection, chatting with a friend or loved one, is also incredibly good for your brain. But when you do them simultaneously, the benefit isn't just added together, it's squared. It's like turning a simple spark into a roaring fire for your cognitive health. A comprehensive review published in Frontiers in Psychology highlighted that combining physical activity with social interaction offers superior cognitive benefits compared to either activity alone, particularly for memory and processing speed. When you walk with a friend, your brain has to perform an incredible amount of complex work, all happening seamlessly in the background. You're not just walking anymore. You have to actively listen to their story, process what they're saying, understand their tone, and then formulate your own coherent thoughts and replies. That's a high-level cognitive task, engaging your language centers, memory, and executive function. At the same time, your brain is subconsciously adjusting your pace to match theirs. You might speed up a little, they might slow down a little, until you find a shared, comfortable rhythm. You're also cooperatively navigating the path together, watching for curbs, uneven ground, or other people, often anticipating each other's movements. This social coordination further stimulates brain areas responsible for empathy and planning. This powerful combination of physical activity, complex conversation, and deep social connection is one of the richest, most nourishing, and frankly, most joyful things you can possibly do for your brain. It's a full-course meal for your mind, stimulating multiple cognitive pathways simultaneously. Plus, let's be honest, it's just more fun. And we are far, far more likely to consistently stick with something that brings us joy, laughter, and genuine connection. This isn't just about preserving your brain, it's about enriching your life, enjoying shared moments, and building lasting memories with the people you care about. Try. The next time you're on a phone call, instead of sitting still, put in an earbud, place the phone in your pocket, and just walk around your house or garden as you chat. That's a small, easy taste of this incredibly powerful, brain-boosting combination. Your body, the ultimate brain tool. You see, you don't need to spend money on expensive apps, strain your eyes on tiny puzzles, or sweat through punishing workouts to keep your mind clear, sharp, and resilient. You already own the single greatest, most sophisticated tool for building a healthier, more vibrant brain. It's your own body and the simple, mindful movements you can weave into your everyday life. The most important thing to remember is to let go of any idea of perfection. This isn't about performance or hitting specific fitness goals. It's about participation, curiosity, and consistency. The key is to start incredibly small, with something that feels easy, maybe even a little bit interesting, and entirely sustainable. A few moments of mindful movement woven into the fabric of your day will make a much bigger, more lasting difference for your brain than one heroic, exhausting workout once a month. Be gentle with yourself, be patient, and be curious about what your body and brain can do together. Your brain is an incredible, adaptable organ, always ready to learn and grow, and it will thank you for this renewed attention, one small, deliberate step at a time. Try. Pick just one of the simple movements we talked about today, the one that seems the least intimidating or most appealing, and just do it for 30 seconds. That's it. That is a huge, meaningful success. That single, focused action is you actively and lovingly taking care of your own brain, investing in a future of clarity and vitality, and that's a truly wonderful thing.